This is the second session. Question number 12.12. Differentiate between hub and switch. A hub broadcasts data to all connected devices. A switch sends data only to the intended destination devices. Hub is less efficient because it creates more unnecessary traffic. Switch is more efficient and improves network performance. How to get full marks? Write broadcast to all versus sends to specific device. Or option is, why is switch preferred over hub in modern networks? A switch is preferred over a hub because it sends data only to the required device. This reduces unnecessary traffic on the network. It makes communication faster and more efficient. Therefore, switches improves overall network performance and security. How to get full marks? Use less traffic, better efficiency, and better performance. Question number 2.13. Define LAN and WAN. LAN stands for Local Area Network. It covers a small area such as room, office, or school building. WAN stands for Wide Area Network. It covers a large geographical area such as cities or countries. Example, school lab network is the LAN, while the internet is a WAN. Full marks tip is always write the full form of LAN and WAN. Our part is why network type is suitable for a school building and why. Sorry, question is which network type is suitable for a school building and why. The most suitable network for a school building is a LAN. LAN is designed for small geographical area such as one building or a campus. It allows computers in classroom, labs, and offices to communicate easily. It also faster and cheaper to manage than a WAN for a small area. Full marks tip is write LAN first, then justify with small areas. Question 2.14. What is star topology? Star topology is a network topology in which all devices are connected to a central device. The central device is usually a hub or switch. All communication passes through the central device. It's easy to manage because each device has a separate connection. Full marks tip, use the phrase all devices connected to a central device. Or option is, why is star topology widely used in network? Star topology is widely used because it is easy to install and manage. If one cable or one computer fails, the rest of the network can still work. It is easier to detect fault in this topology. It also provides better performance when a switch is used as the central device. Full marks tip is write easy to manage and fault in one link does not stop all network. Question 2.15 mean Question number 2, 15th part is, what is decomposition? Decomposition is the process of breaking a complex problem into smaller and manageable parts. It helps in understanding and solving the problem more easily. Each smaller parts can be solved separately in an organized way. Thus, decomposition makes problem solving easier and systematic. Full marks tip is, write complex problem, smaller parts, and benefit like type of words. Or part is, how does decomposition help in solving complex problems? Decomposition help by dividing a large problem into smaller, simple subproblems. This makes the problem easier to understand. Each part can be solved step by step without confusion. After solving all subproblems, the complete solution can be combined easily. The full marks tip is, use the idea, divide, solve separately, and combine type of words. Question number 2.16. What is algorithm design? Explain how it helps in solving a problem. Algorithm design means creating a step-by-step logical procedure to solve a problem. It helps in planning the solution before writing the actual program. It makes problem solving clear and structured. It also reduces errors and improves efficiency. Full marks tip is, use step-by-step logical procedure. Or part is, why is logical thinking important in solving computer problems? Give one example. Logical thinking is important because it helps in solving problems in a correct and organized way. It helps the programmer understand the sequence of steps clearly. It reduces mistakes and leads to better solution. Example, while finding the largest of two numbers, we compare both values logically and then decides the greater one. Full marks tip is, write importance and all and add one small example here. Question 2.17. What is the IPO model? Explain its three components with one example. IPO stands for input, process, and output. Input means data entered into the system. Process means operation performed on the data. Output means the final result produced by the system. Example, for area of rectangle, input is length and width, process is multiplication, and while output is area. Full marks tip, write all three parts and then give one example. Or part is, identify input, process, and output for calculating the area of a rectangle. Input is length and width of the rectangle. Process is multiply length by width. Formula, area equal to length time width. And output is area of the rectangle. So full marks tip, keep the answer in three headings: input, process, and output. Question 2.18. What is an algorithm? Give one real life example. An algorithm is a step-by-step procedure or instructions or set of instructions used to solve a problem. It should be clear, logical, and in proper sequence. Real life example is steps for making tea or steps for switching on a computer. Full marks tip is definition. One real life example is enough for full marks. Or option is, why is a flowchart useful before writing a program? A flowchart is useful because it shows the sequence of steps in a visual form. It helps the programmer understand the logic of the solution before coding. It makes error. It makes to find error easier to detect and correct. Therefore, it saves time and helps in writing a better program. Full marks tip is use visual form, logic, and detect error. Question 2.19 is define HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the standard language used to create web pages. It uses tags to structure content such as headings, paragraphs, images, and links. Full marks tip is always write the full form first. Or part is, why is HTML important in web development? HTML is important in web development because it provides the basic structure of a web page. It is used to create headings, paragraphs, images, links, tables, and lists. Without HTML, a web page cannot be properly organized or displayed in a browser. Therefore, HTML is the foundation of web development. Full marks tip is use the phrase basic structure of a web page. 2.20 differentiate between static and dynamic websites. A static website shows the same content to every user and changes only when updated manually. A dynamic website changes its content according to user input or other conditions. Dynamic websites often use server-side processing and databases. Example, a simple information page is static, while Facebook or an online shopping site is dynamic. Full marks tip is best comparison same content versus changes with user interaction. Or part is why are dynamic websites more useful than static websites? Dynamic websites are more useful because they can respond to user interaction. They can show updated content according to user needs. They support features such as login systems, online shopping, and personalized pages. Therefore, dynamic websites are more flexible and interactive than static websites. Full mark tip is use interactive, updated content user needs. Question 2.21 what will be the output of the following code? Variable x equal to 5, variable y equal to 3, document dot write x plus 3. The output will be 5, 3 because it used to concatenation. This is because 3 is a string, not a number. In JavaScript, when a number is added to a string, concatenation takes place. Concatenation means दो वैल्यू को आपस में जोड़ देने को concatenation कहते हैं. पहले मैंने 5 को जोड़ दिया, फिर मैंने 3 को जोड़ दिया, तो इसका क्या बन गया? 53 बन गया. Therefore, 5 plus 3 becomes 53. Tip: write output plus reasons plus concept of concatenation. Or part is write a JavaScript statement to declare a variable named age and assign it to the value of 15. then display it on the web page. JavaScript statement is first variable हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं वेरिएबल को डिक्लेयर करने के लिए और एज क्योंकि वेरिएबल का नाम था इसलिए हमने एज लिखा इक्वल टू 15 आगे उसकी वैल्यू लिख दी. नेक्स्ट हमने लिखा डॉक्यूमेंट डॉट राइट में एज लिख दिया. दिस डिक्लेयर अ वेरिएबल नेम्ड एज, assign it the value of 15 and display it on the web page. Full marks tip is for full marks write both declaration and display statement. Question 2.22 Why is debugging important? Debugging is the process of finding and removing errors from a program. It is important because it helps the program run correctly and produce accurate output. It improves the reliability and correctness of the program. Without debugging, a program may give wrong results or stop working. Full marks tip is write meanings plus importance plus result if not done. Or part is what problem can occur if debugging is not done? If debugging is not done, the program may contain errors or bugs. Because of these errors, the program may produce wrong output. In some cases, the program may crash or fail to run properly. Therefore, debugging is necessary for a correct and reliable program. Full mark tip is use wrong output, crash and errors.